Advaita Gadadha Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Continuing to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, Chapter 15. We heard yesterday how Lord Paraśurāma was born as the grandson of Richika and Satyavati. Satyavati's mother wanted to eat the oblation that was meant for Satyavati. That was a son would be born with Brahman qualities. She didn't know that. That's how Richika had prepared the oblation. That Satyavati eats one which has Brahman qualities. The son will get Brahman qualities, and his mother-in-law can eat the one, and a Kshatriya can be born. But it got exchanged, and we can see as a result that Richika's Muni said that, oh, now your son is going to be like a Kshatriya, like a warrior. So Satyavati said, can it be my grandson then? So her son is Jamadagni, and Jamadagni's son is Paraśurāma, who has warrior qualities. Okay, Triptam Shatram Bhuvo Bharam
Triptam Shatram Bhuvo Bharam
Abhramanyam Ani Nashat
Brahmanyam Aninashat
Rajastamo Vritam Ahan
Rajostama Ahan
Falguni Api Krityam Hasi.
Falguni Api Krite Amhasi.
When the royal translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. When the royal dynasty, being excessively proud because of the material modes of passion and ignorance, became irreligious and ceased to care for the laws enacted by the Brahmanas, Paraśurāma killed them. Although their offense was not very severe, he killed them to lessen the burden of the world. The Kshatriyas or the ruling class must govern the world
Hare
in
Krishna
accordance.
Shilpa ji, we did the
Ah,
first paragraph. You have to start from Jaisa ki
ah,
Srimad Bhagavad Gita.
ah, yeah. Okay, thank
Yeah,
you. Here
yeah.
in
Hare
Kali Yuga,
Krishna.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. In Kali Yuga, as stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 12, Chapter 2, Text 13, Dasya Prayeshu Rajasu. The ruling class, Rajanya, will be no better than plunderers, Dasyus, because the third class and fourth class men will monopolize. Ah, we did this also, right? No? Mm.
Being unpurified. Yeah.
Till where?
No Shilpa ji, being unpurified. Up. Or down, sorry. पीछे गया वो. Being unpurified.
Being unpurified. Being unpurified, neglecting to discharge human duties properly, and being influenced by the modes of passion, rajas, and ignorance, tamas, unclean people, malechas, posing as members of the government, Rajanya Rupina, will swallow the citizens, prajaste bhakshishyanti. So Bhagavatam is already predicting what's going to be, how the rulers of this world is going to be. Bhagavatam spoken 5,000 years ago and is being said, as Kali Yuga progresses, what's going to happen, that the ruling class will be mostly under the influence of modes of passion and ignorance. Evam prajabir dushtabir akirne shiti mandale brahmavicchatra shudranam yo bali bhavita nripaha prajahi lubde rajanye Nirgranir dasyudharmabihi achinna dara dravena yasyanti girikananam. Human society is naturally grouped into 4 divisions as stated in Bhagavad Gita. Chaturvarnya Maya Shrishtam Guna Karma Vibhagasha. But if this system is neglected and the qualities and divisions of society are not considered, the result will be Brahma Vicchatra Shudranam Yobali Bhavita Nripa. The so-called caste system of Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra will be meaningless. So Krishna has created this Varnashrama system. The society be divided in Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmachari, Grahast, Vanaprastha and Sannyas. But this is based on guna and karma, not based on birth. And what happens in Kali Yuga, the system has been degraded to be based on birth, and that's why it just got degraded into the ordinary caste system. Then, of course, it was abolished because, you know, some people were misusing uh, their position just because being born in a certain society, misusing it to commit atrocities on the others. So as a result, whoever somehow or other becomes powerful will be the king or president, and thus the prajas or citizens will be so harassed that they will give up earth and home and will go to the forest, Yasyanti Girikananam, to escape harassment by government officials who have no mercy and are addicted to the ways of the plunderers. So Bhagavatam is saying that what will happen in Kali Yuga is that the government officials, the government leaders are going to be doing so much atrocity on the citizens that all the citizens will flee. They will leave the cities and towns and go and live in the forest just to get away from all this government rules and taxes. So therefore, the prajas or the people in general must take to the Krishna consciousness movement, the Hare Krishna movement, which is the sound incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Kali Kale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, has now appeared as an incarnation by his holy name. Therefore, when the prajas become Krishna conscious, they can then expect a good government and good society, a perfect life, and liberation from the bondage of material existence. So Bhagavatam has already predicted that in this age, the people who are supposed to be protecting the citizens will, in fact, they will be the one who are plundering the citizens. And because of that, everyone will have to go and live in the forest. But then what to do to avoid for such a situation? Chant Hare Krishna. Prabhupada is mentioning here, Kali Kali Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar. Krishna is here. As he is here, the holy name is here. This is Krishna. We say, where is God? Here. The holy name is God. It's Krishna here. If we take up the chanting of Hare Krishna, then the world can become a peaceful place to live in. Can have a good society, a peaceful society. And we can go back home, back to Godhead. Any comments? Questions? Shri Rajo Vachan.
Shri Raju Uvacha.
Yeah.
Kim Kim Tad Amho Bhagavato.
Kim Tatto Bhagavato.
Rajanyer Ajitatmabhihi.
Rajyanir Achitatmabhihi.
Kritam Yena Kulam Nashtam.
Kritam Yena Kulam Nrishtam.
Kshatriyanam Abhikshanashaha.
Kshatriyanam Abhikshanashaha.
King Parikshit inquired from Sukadev Goswami, what was the offense that the Kshatriyas who could not control their senses committed before Lord Paraśurāma, the incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead? for which the Lord annihilated the Kshatriya dynasty again and again. So Parikshit Maharaj is asking, what did the kings do? Why did Lord Parshuram kill them? Shri Badarayaner Uvacha.
Shri Badarayaner Uvacha.
He Hayanam Adhipatir.
He Hayanam Adhipatir.
Arjuna Kshatriya Shabaha.
Arjuna Kshatriya Shabaha.
Dattam Narayanam Shamsham.
Dattam Narayanam Sham
Aradhya Parikarma Bihi.
Aradhya Parikarmabhi.
Bahun Dasha Shatam Lebhe.
Bahun Dasha Shatam Lebe.
Durdarsh Durdarshatvam Aratishu.
Durdarshatvam Aratishu.
Avyahatendri Yaujashri.
Avyahatendriyauja Shri
Tejo Virya Yasho Balam.
Tejo Virya Yasho Balam.
Yogeshvartvam Aishwaryam.
Yogeshwaratvam Aishwaryam.
Guna Yatrani Madaya.
Gunayatrani Mataya.
Chachara Vyahata Gatir.
Chachara Vyahata Gatir.
Lokeshu Pavano Yatha.
Lokeshu Pavano Yata.
Sukadev Goswami said, the best of the Kshatriyas, Kartavirya, the king of the Haihyas, received 1,000 alms by worshipping Dattatreya, the plenary expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Narayana. He also became undefeatable by enemies and received unobstructed sensory power, beauty, influence, strength, fame, and the mystic power by which to achieve all the perfections of yoga, such as anima and lagima. Thus, having become fully opulent, he roamed all over the universe without opposition, just like the wind. So Sukadev Goswami is saying what happened, that there was a king, Kartavirya Arjun, and he worshipped Dattatreya. Dattatreya is a plenary expansion of Lord Narayan. And he received 1,000 arms, and he's received the mystic siddhis, and he's gotten strength and fame, beauty, like all the opulences he's gotten. And now he's going all over the universe. Sri Ratner Avrita Kridan,
Sri Ratnir Avrita Kridan.
Rev Ambasi Madokataha,
Devam Vasi Madotkataha.
Vaidya Yantim Sarjam Bibrat,
Vaijayantim Srijam Bibrat.
Ruroda Saritambuje.
Rurodha Saritam Buje.
Once, while enjoying in the water of the river Narmada, the puffed up Kartavirya Arjun, surrounded by beautiful women and garlanded with a garland of victory, stopped the flow of the water with his arms. So he's powerful, beautiful, opulent, has mystic powers, and he's in this Narmada river. And now with his arms, he's stopping the flow of the water, stopping the river. Viplavitam Shiribam
Vipla
Shibiram
Viplavitam Shwa Swashibiram.
Prati Pratisrota Sarijale
Pratisrute Rota Sarijale
Namrishya Tasya Tadviryam
Namrishyattasya Tadviryam
Viramani Dashananaha.
Viramani Dashanana.
Because Kartavirya made the water flow in the opposite direction, the camp of Ravan, which was set up on the bank of the Narmada near the city of Mahishmati, was inundated. This was unbearable to the 10-headed Ravan, who considered himself a great hero and could not tolerate Kartavirya's power. Ravan was out touring to gain victory over all the countries, Digvijay, and he had camped on the bank of the Narmada river near the city of Mahishmati. So Kartavirya Arjuna is here. He stopped the water, Narmada, from flowing. So she can't flow any further. So she flows back. When she's flowing back, Ravan is there, camped. He's going around conquering everyone. So he's camping over there uh, near Mahishmati. Grihito Leelaya Strinam
Grihito Leelaya Strinam
Samaksham Krita Kilbisha
Samaksham Kritakilbisha
Mahishmatyam Saniruddho
Mahish Smatyam Sanirutto
Mukto Yena Kapiryatha.
Mukto Yena Kapiryatha.
When Ravan attempted to insult Kartavirya Arjun in the presence of the women and thus offended him, Kartavirya Arjun easily arrested Ravan and put him in custody in the city of Mahishmati, just as one captures a monkey, and then released him neglectfully. He's so powerful. He arrested Ravan. Sa ekada tu mrigayam
Sa ekada tu mirkayam
icharan vijane vane
Vicharan Vijane Vane
yadracha yashram padam
Yadrucha Yashram Padam
jamadagnir upavishan.
Jamadagni Upavisha.
Once, while Kartaviryajan was wandering unengaged in a solitary forest and hunting, he approached the residence of Jamadagni. Kartavirya Arjun had no business going to the residence of Jamadagni, but because he was puffed up by his extraordinary power, he went there and offended Parshuram. This was the prelude to his being killed by Parshuram for his offensive act. So Sukadev Goswami is saying to Parikshit Maharaj why he was killed. Kartavirya Arjun, he didn't have any need to go to the ashram of Jamadagni, but yet he's gone there. Tasmai sa naradevaya
Tasmai sa Naradevaya
murir ar munir arhanam ahara
Munir Arhanam Ahara
sasen yatmaya vahaya
Sasenyatmatya Vahaya
havishmatya tapodanaha.
Avishmatya Tapodanaha.
The sage Jamadagni, who was engaged in great austerities in the forest, received the king very well, along with the king's soldiers, ministers, and carriers. He supplied all the necessities to worship these guests, for he possessed the Kamadhenu cow that was able to supply everything. The Brahma Samhita informs us that the spiritual world, and especially the planet Golok Vrindavan, where Krishna lives, is full of Surabhi cows. Surabhir Abhipalayantam. The Surabhi cow is also called Kamadhenu. Although Jamadagni possessed only one Kamadhenu, he was able to get from it everything desirable. Thus, he was able to receive the king, along with the king's great number of followers, ministers, soldiers, animals, and palanquin carriers. When we speak of a king, we understand that he is accompanied by many followers. Jamadagni was able to receive all the king's followers properly and feed them sumptuously with food prepared in ghee. The king was astonished at how opulent Jamadagni was because of possessing only one cow, and therefore he became envious of the great sage. This was the beginning of his offense. Paraśurāma, the incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, killed Kartavirya because Kartavirya was too proud. One may possess unusual opulence in this material world, but if one becomes puffed up and acts whimsically, he will be punished by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is the lesson to learn from this history, in which Parshuram became angry at Kartavirya Arjun and killed him and rid the entire world of Kshatriyas 21 times. So Kartavirya Arjun, he's so powerful, so opulent. He has mystic siddhis. He's beautiful. He has 1,000 arms. He has so much materially, whatever one could get off, materially, whatever one would want. Also, a high birth. He's a Kshatriya. So he has everything going for him. But because he's saying that Jamadagni has one Kamadhenu cow, and with this one Kamadhenu cow, he's able to supply everything that's necessary for so many hundreds of people that have come with the king. So there are many, many people who have come, and then Kartavirya Arjuna is saying, oh, he has just one cow and he can do so much with just one cow. He's envious now and he wants this. So because of envy, Parshuram killed him. Puffed up, acts whimsically, puffed up with unusual opulence. Because what he has, it's very, very rare for someone to have this kind of opulence, So he's really powerful. And then one gets a lot of pride when one gets this opulence. Then, as we say, right, with great power comes great responsibility. But he's not acting responsibly. He's acting whimsically. And that's why he's being punished by Parshuram. Is that okay? Comments, questions?
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I'm wondering, like, how could it possible, like 1,000 arms to Kartavya Arjun? Like, is it like the power of 1,000 person like that or something?
Yeah.
Power, right?
Could be power. Could be also 1,000, like how Banasur had how many arms? Banasur actually had physically 10,000 or 1,000 also. So, yeah, like how Ravan has 10 heads. Yeah, these are great, powerful people.
Oh. But many critics they denied, like they said because he was so like about Raman. I'm not telling about Kartavya Arjun. They said because he was very much a scholar and his knowledge was more than 10%. That's why we call 10-headed Ravana. But he has actually not 10 head. He has only one, but the wisdom was more than 10%. Like so there is some specification about the knowledge, wisdom, or something. It was described. So that's why they call 10-headed. But actually, Ravana has no 10 heads. So just that's why I'm relating like it. Is it possible like maybe 1,000 he is single, but he's able to like more than 1,000 or 1,000 persons as strong as 1,000 person.
See, it's mentioned here that
Hmm.
he received 1,000 alms by worshipping
Hmm.
Dattatreya. So
Oh
he
yes,
has 1,000 alms.
1,000. Oh,
Yeah, he
okay.
literally has 1,000 because it didn't say he's received the power as
Power.
much as
Yeah.
1,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
He has received 1,000. So he has 1,000 arms. Like Ravan also, if we read Bhagavatam, we just
Hmm.
finished,
Yeah.
right? He has 10 heads.
Heads.
Otherwise, it
Yeah.
would say that it's not that he had only the
Knowledge.
knowledge of 10 heads, but he
10 heads.
actually had 10 heads.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm really very much curious. Not curious, like wondering, like how it is possible. 1,000 arms for one person.
Yeah, for us,
Mm.
difficult to understand, right?
Yeah, it's really difficult. Yeah.
Yeah. For us, it's difficult to understand these things, but it's there.
Mm.
It's there. There are persons who are greater than us because we're always thinking in our terms.
Mm.
Oh, how would it be for if I had 1,000 arms? I would be confused.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
You
same I
know,
am
maybe
thinking. Yeah.
that's what, yeah. Oh, how do you wash your hands? Maybe. So, but that's for us. We are thinking in our terms. But we have to understand that there are persons who are much more powerful than us,
Ah.
and then they have these kind of opulences. It's also an opulence to have 1,000 arms,
Mm. Like
right? Like
how
how we
it
hear
was
how
placed.
Banasur, yeah, and also Banasur, also we hear, I forget how
1,000.
many arms. Yeah, I
1,000 or
forget.
something. 1,000
Yeah,
or.
he had many arms with which he was playing the drums and Lord Shiva was
Ah,
dancing.
ah,
So,
ah, ah.
yeah, so there are these persons who have
Mm.
this. Yeah, because we're always thinking in our terms, right? How would it?
Mm-hmm.
But then, so there are greatly powerful people.
Mm. Then somebody of that time has written this truth, right? And it was carrying till today, right?
Yes, that's why we are hearing from
That
Sukadev
yeah,
Goswami.
yeah. So it means these all things are true.
That's right.
Mm. Yeah.
Yes, these all things are true.
Mm. Yeah, thank you, Hare Krishna.
It's like, for example, history books that were written, suppose, 100 years ago about, suppose, say, Indian history or something. And then after 5,000 years, if somebody reads the history book and say, oh, it's only mythology, it didn't happen. But it did happen at that time in history. You understand?
Yeah, because 100 years, like we also can like accept like these all are truth.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
But after
before that,
2000 years, when somebody's reading the same history book,
ah, ah, ah,
then, you know, if people
mm, mm,
misinform that, oh no, it didn't happen, it was just mythology,
mm,
misinform, right?
yeah,
So same, these are histories. These
ancient Indian history. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Mm. Like when you think very deeply, you can realize like what era that was, how it was, looks, and so many people are different qualities, different forms, different quality, and God was living in the earth, on the earth
Yeah.
that time. Yeah. So we don't know we were that time or no or not.
Oh yeah. We don't know
Mm,
which
we
universe,
don't.
which
Yeah.
form. We don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Hare Krishna, even like Anant Shesh, right?
Ananta says,
Endless, so much, right? Yeah. The hits.
yeah,
Anant
that's why
Shays.
Yeah,
yeah,
right? And all the time he's only glorifying the Lord.
yeah, yeah.
Like
It's
endless,
true.
like
Ananta says, yeah,
Mm.
like that's how it's called. Ananta, like unlimited.
Anant, unlimited.
Unlimited, huh?
Mm.
Mm. So I don't know it is true or not, but people say like Hanumanji, Aswathama, and Allah or Udal, I don't know. Like five people are still on the earth, but we don't know where they are.
Yeah, some are still living.
Yeah, still
Hanuman,
living.
he is
Is still,
on the planet Kimpurushlok, right?
yeah,
I
Kim
think
Purushlo.
Hanuman is Hanumanji, Kimpurushlok, and then Ashwatthama is still on this earth. Yes,
Yeah,
Vyasadeva is
yeah.
still living. Vyasadeva is
Yes, yes,
there.
yes. Some people. So is it true? Because
Yeah,
I
we
don't
have been
know.
hearing. mm,
Yeah, we are hearing. We are hearing.
Bhagavatam also we heard that when we heard Sukadev Goswami describing the in the fifth canto all about the universe, the different planets of the universe. He said that Hanumanji is there in Kimpurushlok, Prahlad Maharaj is there in Harivamsha, is it?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
which lok, one planet, and then over here we have been hearing also when we heard the story of Ashwatthama that he's still living, Srila
Mm.
Vyasadeva is still living,
Mm.
Bali Maharaj is living in
Yeah,
Sutala.
yeah, Sutla
So
Lok. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So some people have long lives. It's just that.
And these
And
all
when,
loks are in
yes,
our earth. These
in
all
our
loks, earth,
universe, in our
universe, not our earth.
universe,
Okay, okay.
our earth has different countries, right?
Country.
Like
Yeah,
India,
yeah, yeah.
America, or
Yeah.
Taiwan. Then this is our planet. And then there are
Mm-hmm.
many other planets in our universe where
Mm-hmm.
so many different personalities are living.
Mm.
Yeah. So, yes, there are certain great personalities who are living, and then end of Kali Yuga, they're gonna begin the new Satyug. Like we heard, no, who was this king? From him, the Sun dynasty will begin again in the Satyug. Just finished reading. I'm sorry, I can't remember that.
Yeah, we just read, no?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that he's still living and he's gonna
Living.
continue to live till the next Satyug comes, till this Kalyug finishes. And he's gonna again begin the Surya Vamsh, Sun dynasty. Mhm.
Like, see, even Hanumanji, they say he's an incarnation, no, of Lord Shiva. So that's why they say whenever there is Bhagwan or Ramayana Katha going on, he comes. He's present there. He comes and listens also. So they say, like,
Yeah,
whenever you'll do the Bhagavatam or Ramayana, everything is there. He comes. So he's present amongst us.
yeah, yeah, true. And we can see then how the devotees, they are so attracted to hearing the
Yes.
pastimes of the Lord. There's different incarnations. You can see that, huh? That how the devotees, wherever the katha is going on, they want to go and hear and they're relishing the katha.
So it's so auspicious, na?
Yeah. And repeatedly they will hear the katha and repeatedly feel greater and greater relish. We will say, oh, I heard it already, what I have to hear again. But the devotees are like, no, they want to hear more and more, and anywhere the katha is going on, and they want to go and hear the glorification of the Lord. Amazing. So that's amazing.
Yeah, really. Like God make plans. If you are really pure devotee, He can change His plans also, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Of course.
yeah, it's and in Kali Yuga, I heard like God is everywhere, even we cannot see, but He is everywhere. And if you really like meditate or your devotion will be pure, then you can realize.
You can realize, you can see him.
Yeah, you can see, you can realize, you can dream or something like that. Yeah.
Of course. Of course. Yes, in every atom of the universe, He's there within our heart. Yes.
All possibility. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
क्योंकि कभी कभी ऐसा होता है ना, हम बोलते हैं कि मतलब वी रियली डोंट बिलीव कि ये होगा, इट विल हैपन, इट वाज वी थिंक लाइक इट इज इम्पॉसिबल, बट कैसे हो गया पता नहीं.
Yeah,
मतलब तो
right.
मिरेकल्स
That's true. Yeah,
ऐसे
that's
होते हैं
true.
ना.
क्योंकि हमें लगता है कि मुझ में ये शक्ति नहीं है,
हम्म,
इसीलिए ये कैसे होगा, नहीं हो पाएगा.
नहीं
पर
हो
हो
पाएगा.
जाता है, तो भगवान की शक्ति है. It is God who's doing it.
Yeah, like when you like leave everything upon God, like oh now I am helpless, everything is upon God's hands. तो उस समय भगवान सच में मदद कर देते हैं कि नहीं, अब ये सरेंडर किया है मेरे ऊपर, एंड नाउ ही रियली रियलाइज लाइक नथिंग इज इन माय हैंड. तो उस समय भगवान उसको करते ही करते हैं हेल्प, अगर उसके लिए वो जरूरी है, अच्छा है तो.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just we have to call out. We have to understand. Right?
Yes, yeah. ये सब सोचने पे ना कभी कभी गूज बम्स होते हैं कि मतलब एक होता है ना, एक बॉडी में अजीब टाइप का सेंसेशन होने लगता है अगर हम रियली समटाइम्स वी डिस्कस रियली वेरी प्योरली. तो उस टाइम में मतलब मैं फील करती हूँ, आई डोंट नो अबाउट अदर्स, कि मेरा मतलब थोड़ा ऐसे बॉडी में ऐसे सिहरन बोलते हैं ना, उस टाइप का होने लगता है, जैसे समथिंग वाइब्रेटेड इन माय बॉडी.
Yeah.
ऐसा फील होता है.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And thanks to you, like you really did a very, like, I'm really fortunate to be a part of this reading. क्योंकि
I'm
मैं बहुत
fortunate
ज्यादा,
also.
हाँ बहुत ज्यादा मैं डिप्रेशन में चली गई थी, and
No, and
slowly
we
slowly
start our day, see, like nice, with this,
yeah,
doing, anything else.
Bhajan, yeah, it's
Yeah,
really very good.
with them reading.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
fortunate also, to be a part of this group. I'm also very fortunate. Thank you. Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur
जय
Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Hare
जय
Krishna.